Tasting like a boss, outside edition. I got Rolo here. Don't worry, guys. He doesn't have a broken leg or anything like that. He's been biting on himself, so we're trying to cover him up with a bandage that's bitter tasting so he'll stop. Not sure if it's working, but we're trying. So today's flavor I've been excited about. It took a little longer to get here than I thought. I already thought I would have done this review, but it is a bones flavor. I mean, you're doing 3 bones flavors this week. So I started with, boom, Sweet Tater Swirl. It is a cinnamon sweet potato coffee. It's a really cool cover. I will say this about the covers. I'll probably mention the other flavors as well. I like these, but when I line them all up, they don't sort of pop as much, only because, especially with the other ones, the skeleton guy is a little bit tinier in each one, and I think that when you put them next to each other, they kind of blend together, but still the artwork is great, as always, for bones. I really dig that. You got the side here with the sweet potatoes and the corn and everything else, and the hay bales, or the, yeah. And so the back, Sweet Tater Swirl. Saddle up and take a ride to Flavortown. Sweet Tater Swirl delivers the playful sweetness of brown sugar, toasted marshmallow, all right, and delicious sweet potatoes to create an irresistible rodeo of flavors that'll knock your boots off. Okay, kind of cool. I can tell you that if you were to say, hey, what flavors do you think Bones is going to come out for the fall of 2023? I never would have thought about sweet potato or Sweet Tater Swirl or cinnamon sweet potato, whatever you want to call it, flavored. That would not have been something that came to mind. But is it good? Let's see. We're going to do it 3 ways. It is a 3-way reviews, and so we're going to be doing it in the cold brew. And yes, guys, look. Oh, this came with it. I got the Bones cold brew coffee cup, but with the color icon. I love that. That is so neat. Got that. Then I've got the drip, and I'm putting it in the S'more Time mug. Note to Bones, guys, can you please, after several years, make S'more Time t-shirts, please, again? I would love this shirt. This is the flavor that brought me to Bones in the first place. I think that image is so cool. And then, of course, we're going to be doing it in espresso format. As I always say, just because a coffee doesn't work in all 3 formats doesn't mean it's a bad coffee. But I think these reviews are fun to see how these coffees work. What do you think, Rolo? Good? Okay, so let's start right away with the cold brew. All right? Tasting like a boss. First off, the smell on it is intensely cinnamon. I mean, I don't know if it smells like sweet potato, but I'm getting cinnamon smells off of it, so here we go. Yeah, that's really good. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I wasn't a big fan of the web slinger flavor, the one they did for Spider-Man. I felt that the flavor kind of fell flat on the cold brew, especially because that's like a marshmallow Rice Krispie treat flavor. This, for whatever reason, I think it's the addition of cinnamon to it. It pops more, so you can taste the marshmallow more. So I think that's what it was. I think just marshmallow by itself isn't intense of a flavor when you're doing like rice cereal flavor with marshmallow, which I think they're trying to do. Maybe I just had a bad batch too, but this is still a subtle flavor, but one in which you get the marshmallow notes and the cinnamon. So still, that's quite good. So that's a thumbs up for me. Moving on to the drip. Interestingly, the notes on this, scent-wise, aren't even as intense as the cold brew. I mean, it smells like coffee, but I'm not getting those notes from an aroma standpoint of the cinnamon. But let's see how it tastes. Tasting like a boss. What it tastes like to me is a good cup of coffee. I'm not really getting the intensity of the sweet potato taste. I'm not getting the intensity of the cinnamon. I'm getting a good cup of coffee that's not overly earthy. So still a thumbs up, but if you're getting it to have a sweet potato flavor, I don't think that's what this is delivering. So sorry on the drip. It's okay, but I'd so far stick with the cold brew, at least for me. Now, moving on to the espresso. And for those who want to know, I drink all of these black. Maybe if you added some creamer and stuff, it'll pull out other flavors and stuff. But for me, hey, I try to be fair and have it just black, okay? Now we're moving to the espresso. I know it's hot outside. I'm gonna get you inside in a second. Thanks for being a trooper, buddy. All right, espresso, sweet tater swirl espresso. Here we go. That's actually good. That's actually quite good. It's not sour. I thought it was going to get sour first. It doesn't get sour. It's not overly earthy. It's very even, but it doesn't taste like espresso. I think I'm tasting some of the marshmallow notes. A little bit of earthiness of the sweet potato taste. So, okay, good. So my verdict is this. I'm not going to use it for drip. I think it's a waste of time using it for drip. I think it just tastes like a good cup of coffee. It doesn't, the flavor doesn't come through for me on the drip. On the cold brew, it is subtle, but it is good. As far as I'm concerned, I view this as a more improved version of Web Slinger. In fact, if they could take this, put it in the Web Slinger, that'd be awesome. Or just keep it this way, that's great. Sweet potato taste. Maybe the sweet potato is adding brightness, I'm thinking maybe, but really I'm getting the cinnamon and the marshmallow flavor. And this is pretty good. So espresso, cold brew, boom, sweet tater swirl. So anyway, guys, hit like, subscribe, hit the alerts. We got more reviews coming. And in fact, it's not just gonna be coffee. I'm gonna be reviewing a tea. Also, I'm gonna be reviewing a Starbucks flavor as well. So just, add to this community. And if you've tasted this flavor or if you have other questions, put it down in the comments, okay? I really appreciate making this like in a community, and I'm gonna get Rollo in so he can get some water, right? Until next time, keep tasting like a boss. Thanks, Rollo.